Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So you guys are finding my story funny on YouTube. Continue laughing at me. But many women have had different experiences, which is why I gave that advice. But Nyma, I'd like you to talk about your experience because the reason sometimes context matters. Nyma was giving the advice of give birth immediately after marriage because of health.
I didn't know about my PCOS until marriage.
Okay.
It's a marriage that I found out. So I was enjoying the freedom that came with it. It meant that periods were not regular, Being a tomboy, play girl, I just enjoyed it. But when I got married, I knew there was trouble. I knew that it's not normal to... So I talked with my husband, and he was open, very understanding. And we were waiting. We were just hoping that, because as they told us, once you marry, once you know, man, everything will just correct itself. It didn't happen that way. And so I was supposed to every month, we waited. If the period did not come, I will check. Talk about I had ovulation kits. I have pregnancy test kits. Then the ovulation kit was 10,000. We go buy them. You go keep them. Every time we rock, piece on top. We go check. We go do this. We go do that. So your experience, I can only say life no balance.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it wasn't the positivity of Zip, I could have run mad. I remember he would say, we are in this together, and say, calm down, enjoy your marriage. I'll be like, me, I am a little girl. I know my mother-in-law. When she shows up with one fine girl now, 2 wives, you are 3, you are a Muslim man. I never trusted all his calm down advice. My head was running riots. And my parents, my dad and my mom was a worrywart like my mother-in-law. My dad would say, Nyma, don't worry, it will be fine. And God bless my father-in-law and my dad. My father-in-law would say, look at you, look at children. I didn't see all those dreams they were saying, no. Baba would come home every time and say, which doctor talked that one? You see Peking everywhere. I didn't trust them. I was worrying, running my head. I went for one scan and the doctor said, have you had an abortion before? I said, and then he said, Abi, you don't born hide somewhere before. Said that I had the scar tube. So this process you are talking, as it would have been avoided if I just got pregnant. All the tests, I was like, I got home, I worried. My husband was calming me that I didn't hear. He called my dad, he told my dad that I was crying. I cried till the next morning. They took me to my uncle's lab. My uncle did scan and I was like, Nyma, please go, your wallet is too much. As all of them were calm, I was running crazy. So it's one for one each the person you wanted, and me growing up.
So you would advise,
I was the free nanny
before marriage, like a gynae check.
For me, my daughter won't even start 3 months of period without us seeing a gynae.
Yes.
I won't say my mom used to say that she too didn't start period, and I won't say because I started my period past 15, it was past 14. Sorry, it would be normal for my daughter to do that. I will ask a gynae if things were not going well. I will know what the options hormonally are for her because of experience now. And if we require children early, I will be telling her already. If you marry today, the way my mother brought those agbo, I most likely will worry that
you will buy the agbo before the marriage.
You will be knocking the door.
You will prepare the ground.
I always say that she should have a beautiful journey of fertility like my mother-in-law. But my mother-in-law married at 15. My mother-in-law aced all her babies. She doesn't even know what a miscarriage is like. So people are built differently. And the journey and the story is different. For my experience, and from medical advice that I received after all of this. When we were on bed rest, we saw mothers. The people who paid dearly the most are those above 35 trying to have babies.
Okay, so medically, public information to everybody. The best time to have your children, late teens and early 20s. Actually, that's the best time. As you are approaching 30, it becomes... your body requires a lot more to make that process seamless. So the conversation is taking a slightly different tone, but Mariam, let me hear what, based with all the, when I was sharing my story, you shared a bit of the differences, the experience. No, actually, before we started the show, you mentioned that when you were younger, you had a different opinion, and as you got older, the experience changed. Can you?
Yeah, so of course, I told you, because of my parents' experience, I was sort of groomed or advised to start later. But now that I'm older and the energy that it requires to run after children and be with them and understand what they're doing, I just realized, it makes more sense to have your children younger because then you'll be in the game with them. The other day I said to my son, every time you take his computer from him, he looks miserable, and where he has it is... So I said, sit down, come and teach me this. What is it that we are doing? He says, Mommy, I'm practically what's the word? Coaching a football team. I'm practically coaching a football team. We sat down, he was telling, I was so bored. I was like, there are too many important things for me to be doing right now. I'm sitting down with someone that's coaching a fake team that does not exist, but he takes it so serious. And you could see he was so happy. And that's because I have things to do. But maybe if I was much younger, it would be so interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be even giving him some tips and whatever. Okay, you have a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take Fauzak. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
My name is Fauzia.
Fauzia. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is my first call.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I've been one of your fans who have not been trying to call.
Amazing.
So
We're happy
today
you're here.
I enjoyed the topic. And like Nyma said, it's ups and downs. Like, I got married at 30. The day I was 30 years old, my birthday, I got married, and that was June. And few months later, I got pregnant. Started with all this vomiting and, like Papa said, vomiting and all stuff. And by November, right, I lost the pregnancy.
Sorry.
So everybody was saying because of his early marriage, like Yoruba would say that first pregnancy is always like that. That is an abnormal pregnancy, that it's possible you lose it and all that. So, and we keep on going. To cut the story short, I had like 6 miscarriages before I got just one. I have a baby boy now, just one, and still the marriage wasn't working. So it's still the person thing, because I was over age by the time I got the 7th one, which is the one with me right now. I was like 37.
Wow.
So to try again is not coming. We actually tried, but it's not coming. All of a sudden, I just got to know that, later on, I got to know that the man I'm calling my husband has gotten another wife somewhere, and,
They have a child.
something like that. So I don't know. It's not working for me. It might work for any other person, but what I would like to advise people is that at times, when the miscarriage starts coming, some people are saying, hey, leave this man and go and marry another person. Go and try somewhere else. Maybe you guys are not meant to be together or something. And I said, how can I leave someone that I've been dating for so long and we are good, we are okay? But later on, when the thing started, when I got to know that he has another wife, and someone was like, he said, most of when I told you, most of when, but you have to try elsewhere. So what will you do now? And the man went out and he's boasting of it as a Muslim, that he has not done what is wrong. He did what Allah said he should do. But anyway, it is a plus or minus. It can work for some people early. Probably if I had started earlier, probably I'll be
a bit different. Thank you so much, Fazia.
So
but really, is there anything you can do? You have to wait until, I would have said, women should always get married in their early 20s, but sometimes you are ready, but the man does not show up.
Exactly. So I wanted to say this. I think people should have conversation. If you want to delay a bit before getting pregnant, you guys should have a serious conversation. I know of someone who they delayed like that and everything, and there was discussion around, they started having issues around, okay, what am I going to do? Because she started loading her system with hormonal drugs. She said, yes, and then she did this IUD thing, you know, just to prevent the pregnancy and everything. So she prevented the pregnancy for about 2 or 3 years. When it was time for her to start to conceive, She removed it, and then hormones were all over the place.
Oh,
she couldn't conceive. She couldn't conceive. She did not conceive for like 6-7 years. Some people, once you alter your hormones, to get it back together, it takes a long time. So have this conversation. What are we going to be doing?
Don't alter your hormone.
Exactly. So what are you going to be doing? If you want to delay before you start having kids, what are we going to do? Who is going to take the responsibility? Yes. Which one? Because I know that withdrawal method does not. It doesn't really work like that.
It's not working.
So you guys need to have the conversation and don't try to prevent the pregnancy. Just wait. When you finish having your kids, you can now start thinking of preventing the pregnancy. So I'm just saying they should have a conversation.
On the final note.
Oh, final note. Okay, I was just going to say, I didn't realize the time had gone. I was just going to say, growing up as well, I grew up with a lot of people married really early in their teens. One day we'll be playing in the sand, the next day they would say that she has gotten married. Or one day we're playing in the sand, the next thing they'll be dressing her up a certain way, you know, Hausa girls. Yes. And they will not be talking to you. You're like, well, we're not playing this. But also, next thing, they're divorced. So all these things for me were all the things that contributed in helping me make my own decision.
I'll put that in the conclusion.
Okay, so pregnancies are not generally harming. Or, you know, some women, I didn't vomit, and pregnancy is very beautiful.
Yeah, she did fine.
You know, I did fine. But like this, Gufran's pregnancy, it was the most beautiful pregnancy. I had energy. I would go to the water side to buy fresh fish. I would cook it. I sleep when I like. The only thing was sleep. Sleep was in demand. Everywhere I'm talking to you and I'm going like I was sleeping well, and my skin was glowing. So whatever you wish in your heart, really, is how pregnancies will be. If I didn't have the cervical,
I wish. Because I know what I wish.
No. So we cannot leave these ladies fearing. Yes, they are still talking to someone.
No,
he said pregnancy caused somebody their.
Yeah, be honest. Yes.
So there are side effects to pregnancy.
Okay, let me give my own. My own pregnancy is tougher, but when it's time to have the baby, like this,
you see,
like I will suffer throughout the pregnancy, but the time to have the baby, like in the hospital, they'll be wondering, are you the one in labor? Before you know it, the baby comes out. So it's different for different people. So whatever your experience is, just hope that you have the right support. Make sure you have the right support.
In conclusion, in conclusion, though, I would say that women should be aware there is a biological clock.
Yes, it's important.
We've spoken about freezing eggs before. I know it's not cheap. If you can afford it, please do. If you can afford to buy both straight, you can afford to freeze your egg. Save the money, freeze your eggs. Especially if you are waiting and marriage is not happening. Ideally, marrying early is amazing. If you do marry early, you can wait. There's
new information on freezing these eggs too. So it's just an option. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, but it's an option. At least you will not have it. It's not that you marry in your 35 and you don't have any viable egg again. Yeah. That would be like
some eggs don't
do well frozen. But it's an option. And if you decide to, I love what Ramatu said, that if you decide to wait, have a conversation about who is taking responsibility. Women's body is subject to hormones. Don't inject things into your body when you know you will still have a child. Mariam also spoke about the fact that get yourself support system, have people around you, and like what Nyma said, it's going to be different. You pray for the best. If it happens, good. Men understand this journey with your wives when they go through it. You don't think your friend's wife was looking beautiful and so your wife is ugly, this is the reality. No, it's just temporary, or your wife is dirty just because she's pregnant. Those are all the things that we spoke about. Make your decision based on
our YouTubers.
Make your decision based on your reality. That's what we can take consideration. It's really interesting. When they were looking forward to Thursday, yes, this Thursday was loaded. If you missed any part, go and watch it again. It will be on YouTube. See you tomorrow. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.